mistake, last mistake.
Anyway, we're going to the Cabot's house. Which they 3 missions.
Oh, look at the architecture. So lovely.
She's still here. We're authorizing a shot.
Go away.
Alert. Hostiles may be in area. Non-combatants are advised to seek secure location until perimeter is secured.
What the fuck is he doing?
Still alive?
A little peace and quiet at last.
I don't know if I was supposed to participate in that.
I told you to go away.
Let me in. Edward Deegan asked me to come here.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Yeah. I love how frustrated he got. It's like, Edward came and told me to be here, so you need to scoot your little ass out of the way.
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
That is Edward Deegan, you son of a bitch.
Lead on.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Okay, fucking it.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
I would love to. Out the way.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
That's really interesting.
I put my trust in the scientific method, not this pseudo-spirituality.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. You know the old insane asylum you shot up? Parsons? There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Only about 1 million.
You should start at Parsons. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep, I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
I rarely do. I forgot. But it might have been a magazine or something. We gotta keep coming back. Is the door just here?
Bye.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Not supposed to be here.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Thanks for your help.
Sure thing. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out.
Alright, here we're gonna have to run.
You promised you'd share. How do I get stuck with whiny little punks like you?
Maybe Lefty won't like it much when I tell him how much you held back. What do you think of that, huh?
What do you think of this? Waste of ammo.
That must be some good stuff you got!
Hey,
These logs for relevant data. coroner be doing that instead?
I finally get my blacksmithing up and make this game. 4 misses. Hey, being they survives that, you should probably it is pretty fair. That's a nice guy. Okay, let's hurry along here. I don't want come on, go that far. I should know every detail. I see the missiles inside.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know
So
where
did
she
you
is?
find out what happened to the courier?
Your sister is missing, and I want her found.
Some raiders set
What
up
else
camp
is
near
there to
Parsons
do?
and ambushed him.
Keep the family safe.
I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
Just because Imogene decided to take a lover again.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I'm not Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling anyone, that's her business.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
We've been over this, Mother.
I can't believe you don't care what happens to your sister.
She's a grown...
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
She's not crazy. She just wants the world to be a different place than it really is. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
I know the third rail. I'll ask around there.
At this house, Christine as fuck. Sorry. I'm getting so sleepy right now.
Can we see the old State House? Maybe they have the tourist brochure.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
Hey.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
Hey there.
Yes.
But that was before we heard the bang bang, and then it started to change. We took
I try and appreciate the work you did with this rat problem.
It was a horrible sound, and in the gloom, we went underground, now in the room.
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
She in the middle was okay. Straight up in the middle of a song.
You're looking for me? What can I do for you?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
Do you know where I can find her?
I guess that depends on why you're looking for her.
I'm trying to help her. Do you know where she is or not?
No need to get impatient with me. I just don't consider it polite to gossip to any stranger who walks into the club.
I ain't a stranger. Almost one.
Please, tell me what you know.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Not really over here. Just all the way from upstairs.
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella. Something I can do for you, handsome?
I wouldn't mind hearing a different song.
A good musician listens to her audience. How about this one?
Hey.
Alright. I'm still here. She just cut that whole episode out. All this stuff. view of the horse. As if that would all be so. That's not what I did.
We're always looking for new members.
I hope you decide to become one of the pillars of the community.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Step right this way and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
What's she doing here? Is she a member of your movement?
Actually, she and I are, you know, romantically involved. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble.
Sure you are.
You know how it is.
No.
She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Please, surely you will let us just talk?
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there.
I kinda just want to shoot them all. But this works. Oh, she will start swinging up. Oh, by the way, this whole place is a scam. Don't believe shit they say. Big scam.
Do they have a schedule here? I would love some Mozart.
She's all yours, neighbor. We don't have anything to talk about.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend Thomas was a real charmer.
I was done with him, and he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Alright. Well then. Oh, it's nice to be the Mother family. Real. Come on already. I was really hoping I could wrap all of this up in one video. That would be great. I really don't like going over frustrated me. I know it's gonna frustrate all of you. So let's help each other out.
Edward, are you there? This is maddening.
Oh
Edward,
my God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Gee, now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Oh. What do you want?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
That'll be fine.
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Well, this is gonna be fun. I don't know if I need to go get some fucking power armor or something. I don't know how hard this is gonna be. They let me go with people that have telekinesis every day, so that's gonna be something.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him. It's the artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system.
I believe we're supposed to file a police report, yes? And oh, Bunker Hill! I so wanted to visit. Do they have tours?
Great, this ain't the time to have sightseeing.
I'm well.
Who's there?
That is prolonging my own life. But I assure you that if I had the chance, I would gladly give it all up to have my father back, even for a short time.
Stop targeting him. was.
Why not a civilized discussion instead?
With a Mirelurk?
Who's ready to have their...
Stopping the race?
Hi. We need to get to Parsons.
Yes, we do. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm getting this all done in one video. No. God, Jack. We could just fucking go. Why are we even in the woods? There is a road. Where the hell did he go? God damn it. Ah, you got it. Okay. Here's what it is. Jack, you know, if you meet us there, whenever you get there, looks like you're trying to help Dan for the Commonwealth. You're trying to have somebody to run with. Leads you astray every damn time.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly.
You should wash your hands after that.
We need to
It
get
can
to
be
my office.
unsanitary to
From there we
handle
can
the
see how
deceased.
bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna cut this up. I'm gonna get right back into it after brief messages from the sponsors. I don't have any sponsors, so whatever you see after this, we are not affiliated. Anyway, yeah. BRP.